Hi, everybody. Thank you for being here. We will start with a statement from Coach.
Sorry, just moving over for the mic here. Obviously, anytime you're in the tournament, you can get a win. It's an exciting time. I thought we came out of the gates pretty good, like we wanted to. Had a great first period. Kind of took our foot off the gas there a little bit in the second and third, but I thought we did a really good job just kind of bringing it home and getting the win.
We will start with questions for the student athletes. If you'll raise your hand.
Hi, Ann. Can you just talk me through what you saw there on your goal in the first period?
I think they just kind of gave us a lot of time to skate out of the breakout. So, Sid was able to kind of control the play and set up behind the net. I was able to gain a little bit of speed coming in the neutral zone, and we were just trying to attack their D as much as we could, put pucks on net, and it worked out well.
Todd.
And anytime you can score twice in a minute, it is a big boost momentum. But especially early in a game, how much more did that provide you as a team to be able to just kind of calm the nerves, get settled in at that point?
Yeah, it definitely felt good to score back-to-back in the first period. Gave us a lot of momentum and a lot of confidence. I think now looking on to the next game is to be able to sustain that and keep it going throughout the whole game.
And can you just kind of talk about kind of the benefits of having been here before last year compared to BU, who hasn't had a player play in a game like this in their entire career?
Yeah, for sure. It definitely helps having the experience. These games are always really tough, and anyone can beat anyone coming into these games. So I think understanding like the little plays add up, and every time you're out on the ice and every play matters. That was something we've learned in the past, and I think we're going to carry that on and play some good hockey here Saturday.
Any other questions for the student athletes?
Holly, did you have a cheering section out there tonight? I mean, being less than 2 hours up the road, down the road from your hometown, I would imagine there's quite a few people there.
Yeah, a lot of my family was able to come up. My parents actually aren't here. They're in LA, but they're watching. So I added a lot of extended family who's honestly never seen me play an NCAA game. So it was really special to have them here and get the win.
And what's kind of special about your guys' power play, obviously, second in the nation?
Yeah, we've definitely connected a lot this year. I think just having the skill that we do on the power play, and I think we work really well together, and we're able to talk through plays and kind of work through different options, and looking through pre-scouts too with the coaches. We're able to kind of look for plays before the game, and then just go out there and execute.
Hallie, as they put pressure on you guys in the third period there, what did you see your defense do well in front of you, and why do you think that you guys were able to truly keep it together there?
I think just defensively as a team, we do a really good job picking up. And, I mean, we pressure as soon as teams start coming down. We pressure, everyone's reloading hard. And I think we just do a really good job of not giving much up. So that kind of allows me to know that I can be aggressive and challenge, and yeah.
Holly, when they got that power play in the third, I think there were 2 or 3 blocks right in a row from shots up top. How important was that for you guys tonight to get those blocks and kind of keep their perimeter chances, to a minimum?
It's great. I think it shifts the momentum, even though they're on the power play, kind of our way. It gets the bench going, and it's just huge. So as long as the puck doesn't come down by me, it makes my life easier. It makes me happy.
I was just going to ask it for either of you guys. What's kind of like your level of confidence and or nerves going into the NCAA tournament game, kind of looking at what he was asking earlier? Obviously, BU hasn't been in this position before, you guys have. Just kind of walking through, like, are you confident? Are you nervous? Just kind of explain that for me before the game.
I think we definitely came in with a lot of confidence, especially coming off the season that we've had before and working through some ups and downs throughout the year. We've kind of figured out what style of hockey we need to play, and I think we're playing our best hockey coming into the tournament, and so we've had a lot of confidence, and we're going to keep being confident going into Saturday.
Any other questions for the student athletes?
Just Hallie, the G on the back of your helmet, is that just an homage back here for home?
Yes, it is. It's my Wisconsin tribute. I'm a big Midwest girl, and I love the Packers. I'm a diehard Packers girl, so.
Keep the green and gold together.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
What is your kind of recovery is going to look like coming into tonight? And then you're obviously going to play Wisconsin, who's a very fast team. So what are you guys kind of going to do? You have the day off in between to get ready for the game.
definitely focusing on recovery. I think we'll get back and get a good night's sleep tonight, focus on food and refueling and everything like that. We'll figure out a plan for tomorrow that's kind of sets us up in the best place we can, and we'll move forward.
All right, we'll move to coach now. Student athletes, you are excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Questions for coach?
Matt, their power play in the third period, you guys really sealed that off and got those blocks. They're trying to go up down the middle, with those shots. How big has that been for you guys to limit those opportunities? Because if the puck gets to the net, it bounces around. You never know what's going to happen there. Yeah,
it shows the commitment of the players, right? That they're willing to sacrifice and put their bodies on the line to block those shots. They knew how important that PK was going to be in the third period. BU was starting to make a little bit of a push there. So we wanted to make sure that that wasn't a momentum builder for them as well. So, they did a great job with our pre-scout. Assistant coaches did a great job coming up with a game plan on how to kill their power play, and I thought we executed it really well.
Can you just kind of talk a little about maybe what you saw from BU in the pre-scout and just kind of how that, translated in today's game, what you saw on the ice?
Yeah, they're a team that they like to make plays. They like to attack off the rush. I thought we saw that quite a bit today. There were times where, I thought we let them enter the zone a little bit too easily for my liking. So we were talking about putting pressure on, good angles, staying up at the blue line, trying to really squash that. And as the game went on, I thought we did a good job of that to kind of take some of those things away. And then for us, it was a lot of just focusing on ourselves too, on the way that we need to play, how we are at our best when we're playing a certain way too. And we thought if we did that, that would take away some of BU's strengths and maybe expose some of their weaknesses as well.
You mentioned taking your foot off the gas in the final two periods. What do you think was going right in the first that kind of wasn't happening in the second and third?
Yeah, I thought first period, I thought we did a great job just moving our feet and attacking and putting some pressure on them. We forced them into some turnovers. Again, weren't allowing them to attack off the rush too much. We were squashing things through the neutral zone. We were able to sustain a little bit of ozone time too as well. So that really took away from their attack. And, second and third period, there were moments where I thought maybe we weren't taking proper angles. We weren't pressuring as much as we should have. We weren't moving our feet to reload and that, which allowed them to kind of attack off the rush a little bit and get into our defensive zone. So just a lot of little things that, we kind of talk about and we preach and we work on and things that we know that we need to do to be successful that I thought we, got away with at times, away from.
Any other questions for coach?
Was there any adjustment that BU made after the first period that gave you guys trouble?
They played pretty physical on us. We had to be able to fight through that a little bit. We were able to get a couple opportunities on the power play, and I thought obviously we scored that goal, but I thought our power plays built a little bit of momentum for us too. So we had to make sure that we were fighting through that physicality that they had and kind of matching it without kind of crossing that line and getting into a little bit of a penalty fest and that. So, I thought they kind of made a push and we're starting to win some of those, board battles and winning some of those loose pucks. And again, started their transition, which led to them, being able to get in our defensive zone a little bit more.
Todd?
Can you get into Holly's kind of season arc to this point? Because someone who, didn't play a ton when she was at Duluth, but she's been put in some pretty big situations for you this season.
Yeah, Holly's been great for us, especially down the stretch here. She's put together some great games for us. Our team does a great job in front of her, blocking shots, just playing well defensively, not giving up too many second and third opportunities. But they have a lot of confidence in Holly, which allows us to play a little bit more aggressively, right? So when you have a goaltender back there that can make the saves that they need to in case there are any breakdowns, that allows our players to play a little bit more freely. So, just her presence and just, giving the players the confidence in front of her has really helped us down the stretch.
Any other questions for coach?
The forecheck was extremely strong tonight throughout the game. So what's something that you emphasized going into the matchup?
Yeah, it was just putting a lot of pressure on them. You know, like I said, I think we did that in the first period, and we were, you know, making it difficult for them to break out and break through the neutral zone. We created a lot of turnovers, and then we were able to transition and you know, get a few chances ourselves off of that. That was a big focus of ours, and that's been one of our strengths, I would say, all year, is just when we're moving our feet, when we're putting pressure on teams, forcing them to have to try and make plays around us. That's when we're at our best. If we're not doing that, then, you know, we're not playing to our game plan, our style of play. So that's something that we talk to the players a lot, and that's something that they've really done a great job buying into.
Any other questions? Thank you, everybody.
Yeah, thanks, guys.